Hi everybody, Laura here. Thanks for joining me. In this video, I wanted to show you a project I made using the adorable Ella and Friends stamp set by Mama Elephant, and I'm going to do some smushing. That's right, I love smushing, and ever since I saw Betsy Veldman's technique of using it with the acetate, my world has been turned upside down as far as smushing is concerned, and I can't stop with the acetate. It's awesome. I love it. So here's how I do it, kind of a little bit of a twist on what now. First, I do the smushing, just like what Betsy says to do. You smush it right down. And then what I do is kind of what you call a little dab, a little dabbing, a little pouncing. I kind of control some little splotches here and there. So you get some, organic looking drops. And I love this. It turns out fabulous. It's a whole different thing than what I used to use with the acrylic block. And it has its purpose too. And this one is just right now my all-time fave. Okay, so I started with Distress ink. I'm using Salty Ocean, gorgeous blue color. And I hit it with the heat gun because I really love some of those certain splotches and I didn't want to lose that when I come in with the squeeze lemonade. Oh, now you don't have to dry it. You can just keep right on moving when everything's wet and you'll get gorgeous blend with your colors. Your yellow and your blue will turn into just a fantastic green. But now that I've dried my blue, it's not going to blend as much. You'll still get a little bit. So you can see when I start with a color, for example, this one with a squeezed lemonade, I go in initially with the nice heavy smush. And then what I do is I come and I kind of dab and pounce. Can't describe it, but you can see what I'm doing. Now I want to come back in with a little bit more of that Salty Ocean because I want to get more mixture with the yellow and blue while it's nice and wet and you get that pretty green color. And so that's what you got to have when it's wet. You'll get the good mixture. And see how I'm kind of dabbing it around to get some, variation and some splotchiness. It just really looks cool. It looks like an explosion of color. And I thought that's really fun to put behind the elephant. Use like a big splash behind them. You know how elephants squirt water out of their trunk, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm making the connection of this smushing with an elephant. It really is not related, but I just like it together. Okay, so now what I'm doing is a picked raspberry, and this color just about makes me fall off my seat when you mix it with the Salty Ocean. It's just the most beautiful purple mixture together. And you can see here how I'm just dabbing more than I am smushing. I'm doing a dab. And I just love when you get these dark little droplets of that picked raspberry. It's so pretty. And then look at that purple. Oh, forget about it. Forget about it. Okay, so now I've got another little piece. By the way, did I mention that that was Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock? I have the best results with that. I know Betsy in her video, she said she did it with the paper tray ink cardstock, the with Stamper Select White, and she said she gets good results. But for me, I tend to have better results with the watercolor cardstock. So now I'm stamping the images. And I've got the elephant, and I put the bunny right on top of the elephant's trunk, and the little bunny's holding a little tiny umbrella. And I thought that was so cute. Look at how the feet on the bunny, it's like it's meant to be that his little hind leg goes up and it fit perfectly on that trunk. And I just couldn't resist. I thought it was like a match made in heaven. And then that tiny umbrella just slays me. Just slays me. So now what I'm doing is I am doing some very simple Copic coloring. I want to I'm getting into this thing where I notice these people who color with Copics and they almost fade into nothingness and I just adore it. So I want to keep my elephant really light. So I got the C00, the C1, and the C3. I want to keep my elephant really nice and light and airy if I can. I'm still learning, but I love that really light Copic coloring when the top almost fades into white. I think that's really pretty. So that's what I'm attempting to do here. And then I'll move on to the bunny. And you can see the marker caps I use up there, but I sped this up so I don't bore you to tears. And so now when I was doing this, I just had to put that bunny on the elephant's trunk, but I didn't know how the heck I was going to get this trimmed out. And I was thinking, could I do some partial die cutting where I die cut the elephant? I've got the coordinating dies. Thinking, can I die cut the elephant, everything but the trunk, and then I have to die cut the bunny, but I wouldn't want to die cut his feet or and I got so confused trying to figure out how I was going to do this. But in the end, I just to say, you know what? I'm just going to cut it with my scissors. I'm just going to fussy cut the whole dang thing. And, it really wasn't that bad. Remember back in the olden days when you used to actually fussy cut things? I don't mind it. I kind of like it. But now that we have dies, I think we're all getting a little spoiled, but it's so many neat techniques you can do with coordinating dies, like the partial die cutting. But whatever the case, here I want to put these three different images together, and I had to just fussy cut. And there ain't nothing wrong with a fussy. We got a lot of fussy going on at our house. I'll tell you what, these two older daughters of mine, I got a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old daughter, and talk about fussy, or should I say hissy. Hissy fits non-stop. I told my 11-year-old, I said, honey, you are going to get high blood pressure or something. I mean, you got to just calm down with the drama. It's just over the top. And yeah, that's what we got on. I don't know how I got onto that talking about a fussy cut, but whatever. So I stamped the sentiment. Remember, you got a friend in me. So I thought that was so cute. It's like the bunny. He's got his little umbrella and he's going to shelter his big pal from the rain. It's so cute. Anything you make using this Ella and Friends, I guarantee you, is going to bring a smile to someone's face. So that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.